Hi, I'm Firefighter Ray, and today on Firehouse Kitchen, we are going to be cooking chili. Chili is a very big part of the fire department, and I was actually at a cooking contest a few months ago, and I met Larry Weiss, West Sayville Fireman's #1 chef. Now, like most firemen who think we're chefs, we're not. Larry is a bona fide chef. He's been teaching culinary school for years. He's won numerous cooking contests. He's been on TV many, many times. And when I tasted his chili, I had to have that chili on this show. So as you can see how competitive West Sayville is, we are gonna taste Larry's #1 chili, his Szechuan turkey chili. And when you see what's in this, you're not gonna believe it's chili. You're gonna believe it's a gourmet meal that is the best tasting chili I've ever had. So I hope you enjoy this episode of Firehouse Kitchen. All right, we are here in West Sayville Fire Department with Larry Weiss. Larry, how are you, brother?
How are you, man?
Good. Now, I met Larry a couple years, actually not that, a couple years ago, actually a couple months ago, at a chili cook-off that we have for the Isletown Museum. It's called the Big Chili Cook-Off. We had about 15 different fire departments there making chili, and one chili just jumped out at me, and it was the Empire Szechuan chili. Is Empire in there, or is it just Szechuan?
No, just Szechuan.
Just Szechuan? Well, to me, it's Empire, because it was unbelievable. This chili, it's nothing I've ever tasted before. It was, I was actually in the cook-off, I didn't win. And I ate delicious bacon chili. I thought the bacon was gonna do it, but it just didn't do it. Tell us about Empire, tell us about your Szechuan turkey chili.
Okay, Szechuan turkey chili was invented in my kitchen. I wanted to put out a low-fat, something that had really good flavor. So we came up with a chili. And instead of using all the Tex-Mex chili, I substituted Asian heat for it. So not only is it low fat, but it's low in sodium. There's no salt in this whatsoever, and the soy sauce that goes in is low sodium.
Now, you told me before there's only 300 calories, or 330 calories.
Yeah, 330 something calories in it, and 6.3 grams of fat or something. It's pretty low fat too.
Because I know most Firehouse chilies that we usually make, and chili is huge in the fire department. It's probably 1,000 calories a bowl, 2,000 calories a bowl. More cheese, lots of onions, lots of sauce. You know, red meat, we throw steak in there. Basically, whatever's on the table, we'll chop up, we'll put it in our chili in the Firehouse. Now, this is Szechuan chili, and you know, in the Firehouse, this isn't something that we would normally make, but as I said before in the opening, Larry is a chef. He is a renowned chef. He teaches culinary at Suffolk Community College. He's been on numerous cooking shows. This chili, you tell me, won a chili contest.
This won in 2002. It won the Kikkoman Food Service Professional Recipe Contest Grand Prize winner.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
And National Turkey Federation 2001 this took the grand prize for that too.
Wow. Now, every fireman thinks they're a chef in the kitchen. This is my first time actually cooking with a real Firehouse chef.
There you go.
All right.
Whether I'm in my whites or I'm in my t-shirt, I'm still
That's
a
it.
chef.
Well, firemen, we always cook in t-shirts. It's just how we are. All right. No aprons. You know, if we get it on us, we use our shirts. And let's make some Empire, or Szechuan chili. I want to Empire.
Let's do it. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna brown some turkey meat. All right, we're gonna turn this up. This is turkey meat, so it's not gonna break up like beef. It's low fat, doesn't have a lot of juice coming out of it. Usually 80% lean is what I use, but this is 93, so it's gonna be even healthier.
In the fire department, we usually have like 100% fat.
Yeah, and that's usually the one. If they have a healthy choice, they'll take the fat one. All right, so we have to wait for that to brown up. So while this is browning, let's cut some vegetables.
All right.
Why don't you take the green peppers and red peppers, cut them up, and I'll do the onion.
Love green peppers.
And cut them up so that they're bite-sized, but they're not too big.
All right, just butchered your green pepper.
It likes it that way.
Yeah, they usually don't only handle knives in the fire department, but it's all right.
All right, so we're gonna need about a cup of each.
Okay. Now, do you ever put like the spicy hot peppers in, or the?
Nah, usually not. You know, chili, you're supposed to be able to taste the flavor. And if it's too hot, all you do is taste the heat, and it burns your mouth and you ruin your taste buds.
All right. So that's pretty good.
So let me have one of those bowls.
Sure. Got some my seeds in there. All right, I'm not as good as chopping as you are, Larry. I never went to culinary school. I went to the cooking school of hard knocks. That's the kitchen in my firehouse.
You keep going on that. I'll cut the red pepper.
All right, you're probably gonna cut like 2 or 3 things before I cut one thing. So that's all right. Now, why my eyes were starting to water? Is there something?
Maybe
very
it's. I don't know. Maybe
sentimental?
it's something you ate. I don't think it's the onion.
It's not the onion?
Couldn't possibly be the onion.
I think I just have weak eyes. All right.
We got green and red peppers. And it looks like we're pretty much ready to go.
Everything's going. It's cooking up nice. I like to
All
make
right,
this into a patty and make a turkey burger out of it. That's it.
Just leave it lumpy. It's good. All right. We want to saute some vegetables, so we're going to put some oil in. With
All right, now what kind of oil are we
That's
using?
peanut oil to give it some authentic flavor.
Okay, a little peanut oil.
And now I have the onions and the peppers. We're going to put those in. Get a nice sear.
Get this cooking up nice.
Yeah, we don't want them to brown, but we want them to be nice and soft. Okay. So we're going to saute these a little bit, just to get them soft, cold
Good.
sweating.
All right. Now, how long would you normally saute these for?
A good 3 or 4 minutes.
3 or 4 minutes.
No browning.
No browning. You don't want to get that burnt, like, sauteed taste.
No.
Yeah, it happens to me just about every time I cook garlic.
Ah,
Oh my God.
talk about garlic. Here it goes.
Talk about garlic.
There goes the garlic.
Everything is better with garlic.
And this is grated ginger. We're going to put these in the beginning because what we want to do is we want to start to build some flavor.
Okay. All right, this is looking pretty brown there, Larry.
Okay, why don't we add that to the pot?
All right, I'm gonna add the turkey to the pot.
Be careful so
Here
you
we
don't
go.
burn yourself.
There you go. Get it all in there.
Excellent.
Oh, especially that juice. That's the good stuff.
That's real nice.
That's
juice.
the good stuff.
Good flavor.
That's the stuff I like.
Yeah, so now it's just a matter of adding everything else, and we're going to let it simmer. So we're going to put in a half a cup of soy sauce.
Half a cup of soy sauce. That's the healthy part, right? The soy sauce is very
Right.
good because it's got lots of salt.
We're going to add black beans,
Black beans.
which is a little different than regular chili that has red beans in it. Some tomato sauce and diced tomatoes.
Some tomato sauce and some diced tomatoes. Now it's just looking not like chili, but
Not yet.
like something. Oh, now it's starting to transform.
All right, now we're going to put the spices in.
All right, now what spices are we adding?
All right, we're using Asian chili paste.
Asian chili paste.
It's not siracha. This is
Now, I
chunky.
guess chili is big in Asia. They have their own paste.
Well, there's different regions in Asia.
And what was that?
And depends. That was chili powder.
Chili powder.
This is wasabi powder. Wasabi.
Wasabi.
Chinese 5 spice. White pepper. All right, so we're gonna cook this down.
Okay.
And we're gonna let it simmer for, I would say, a good 35, 40 minutes. If we were making a large batch for all the guys in the firehouse.
It's usually 15 guys eating.
It would probably be 2 hours because the pot would be like this big.
Okay.
So,
Now, in the firehouse, we usually don't have Chinese sauce and different spices. We usually use salt and pepper. But when we're cooking with
not at West Sable.
Not at
West
West
Sable,
Sable.
we have a full complement of spices.
oh, full there, do you?
Yeah,
Do
we
you
can
use
do
thyme
everything.
sometimes, like the thyme and the.
Oh, we have plenty of time to use time.
Yeah, probably time to use thyme. All right. Yeah, because we're usually very basic in New York City. We just
Yeah,
salt, pepper.
Well,
You know, as
also
much
don't-
butter as you can put in mashed potatoes. you
And
know.
that makes it best.
Makes it better. Garlic mashed potatoes are my favorite.
Okay,
And I make
so,
a mean garlic mashed potatoes, by the way.
all right, this is going to take a little bit of time to simmer. So why don't we clean up? And
Okay,
we'll come
we
back
clean
to
up.
the pot. Okay.
Sounds good. Hi, I'm Firefighter Ray, and today's safety tip is safety on the stove. Now, we know to turn the pots in. We've heard all those things, but the kids pulling the pots down, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a grease fire, okay? We've got to respect fire, and you've got to respect grease, because if grease ignites, it could cause a big problem. Now, you might think to throw water on that fire, that would be the worst thing that you could do. The number one thing that you could do is if there's a pot lid or a pan cover, you could just cover that up and smother it, okay? That would actually be number one. But if you don't have one of those available or something that fits, baking soda, salt, it works. It'll put out the fire. But the number one thing that you could put on a grease fire is actually milk. Milk has fat and protein in it. and that helps smother the fire. Whenever we go to a fire in the fire department, and we have, say, a grease fire and an oil fire, we have something called foam that we spray over the fire, and it smothers the fire instead of spraying it around like water would do. So we use milk, we pour it on nice and slowly. If you have heavy cream works 10 times better than milk. Why? Because it has more fat and it has more protein. And you pour it on nice and slow, and you'll just see the fire extinguish. I'm Firefighter Ray. This was Safety on a Stove. And remember, these tips save lives. All right, we're all cleaned up. The sauce, or I should say the chili, is right to where we want to be. It's really, really looking good. Larry, how we doing?
We're doing real good. We're ready for one more ingredient.
One more ingredient. Is this the special ingredient?
This is the special ingredient. This makes it taste really Asian. This is sesame oil.
Sesame oil.
And it goes in at the end because it's not a cooking oil, it's a flavoring oil.
Very nice. Now, Larry, I'm just curious, how did you get into cooking?
My family was in a restaurant business. I started when I was young, went to high school, and I wanted to be in the home ec class, and they said, oh no, you can't be in a home ec class because you're a boy. So you now know, today, it's non-traditional, and if you're a boy or a girl, everyone's the same, okay? It's just like in the fire department. We've got mostly men, but there are some women too, and they can pull hose just like anybody else.
Well, they kicked me out of machine class and they put me in home ec. I was dangerous to myself. Now, home ec, so from there, you went to culinary school? You went to culinary?
I went to culinary school, came out, started working in some restaurants, and then around 23 years old, there was my calling. My calling is I wanted to teach. So at 23 years old, I was teaching culinary arts to high school students.
Wow.
Did it for 32 years. Decided to retire, and after 10 months of sitting there and being retired, I says, no, I can't retire. Especially, you can't take the chef out of the kitchen. Okay. So I needed to go back into education. So now I'm at the college.
So now you're at the college. Now in high school, were you the teacher that everybody wanted, or did you?
Well, I was the first year teacher, and because of my flamboyant personality and whatever, they always said, oh, we liked you the best. Meanwhile, you know, like I wasn't there to make friends. I was there to be their instructor. And if I made friends with them at the same time, that was great.
Do you have any students that went on to be chefs? That,
I've got a lot of students that went on to be chefs.
And that you made a big difference in their life. You know.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I still stay in touch with them, and they say, you made such an impact on my life, and they'll do something weird, and I'll hear about it, and I'll go back and I'll give them my opinion about it, and they'll say, 6 years later, you're still trying to show me how to do it? It's like, yeah.
Well, they might call in when they see this on Firehouse Kitchen. You know, they might say,
well, let's hope so.
No, Larry, you didn't put enough sesame oil in, okay?
No, let's not hope that.
You taught high school, you taught college, you touched thousands of lives, you know, I think that's incredible. And then you became a fireman, you know.
Yep.
Well, how long have you been a West Sable fireman?
20 years.
20 years?
Yep.
All right.
And when I moved into the district, every time I went by the firehouse, I felt something tugging at my heart. Okay. And it was just like something I had to do. And you know yourself that you have to be a special type of person. You need that burning inside in order to get out and put out fires.
Yeah, it does. And I think that's why firemen have such a bond, because you know what it's like, I know what it's like. Yeah. And it's something that, you know, most people don't feel. You know, people think we're crazy firemen. Okay. Also heard silly firemen. You know,
yeah,
but sleepy firemen. But
drunk firemen.
But yeah, drunk firemen never. Oh gosh, no. But it is, it's an unbelievable thing, the bond that firemen have. You know, and now you coming into the firehouse, you know, we're used to meat and potatoes, we're used to this. Now a chef walks into the firehouse. That's
it.
You know, and you probably took everyone by storm.
I'll tell you, it's all about firehouse cooking. And talk about firehouse cooking, how did this show start?
I got into development of the show after I retired from the FDNY. And we actually got approached by the Islip Town Museum, and because we filmed a couple of Firehouse cooking segments, and me and my partner Ian Fidel, we came up with Firehouse Kitchen, where we go around to different firehouses and we cook with firemen, we share stories, we talk, get recipes, you know, just to give out a little bit of firehouse life to the world, because everyone thinks, you know, all those things that we just said about ourselves, there's a lot more to being a fireman. the Isotab Museum is building the museum right next to Duck Stadium. So we're going to try to raise money to get a learning center built where we can educate people with fire prevention. I do a lot of fire prevention for the town of Bayport. And I go around to all the schools, I talk about fire prevention, stop, drop, and roll, when to change your batteries on your fire extinguisher, on your fire smoke detector. And even in the show, I do safety tips and I do fire facts. A lot of people don't know a lot about the fire department. And then it just spiraled, and now, we're, PBS and all these different stations, and we're just sharing the world with our life, and we're trying to raise money for a good cause.
Good. I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you.
All right. Are we just about ready to plate this thing up?
I think we should plate this bad boy up because I am starving. I want to have some Empire just Szechuan. I'm just calling it Empire because it's that good. It's that good.
All right. So we're gonna put this over some jade rice.
Okay.
All right.
Different from.
It's an Asian rice. It's aside from Carolina rice, which is non-starch, Uncle Ben's rice, which is converted. It's parboiled, and this is used primarily in Asia because it's sticky and it's easy to be able to pick it up with chopsticks.
Can you buy it in any supermarket, or is this just?
Sure. Yeah.
And what would you look for? Just Asian rice?
Jasmine rice.
Jasmine rice. Okay.
Or rose rice, something that's Asian.
Nice names.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Jasmine and rose. All right, let me get the rice.
Okay, get the rice.
Let me get the rice. Oh. We got our rice. Let me get our serving bowls.
All right, let me tell you a little bit about rice cooking.
Okay.
Rice is usually made in a pot. You put the boiling water in, you add a little bit of salt, you stir in the rice, put the cover on, and you let it sit for 20, 25 minutes. This is a rice cooker. This is one of the only appliances that I have. I really believe in doing it from scratch. I've learned traditionally and classically. So appliances were.
So it comes out virtually perfect every time?
Yeah, it does.
Because I know rice is it's hard to make rice. It's not hard to make rice. But you can mess up rice, whether you put too much water in, All right, so.
All right, let's see if the rice is done first. A little taste.
It looks very good.
That looks pretty hot, though. Just about right.
All right.
All right.
So, you told me to get the teacup. What are we using the teacup for?
We're going to take the rice.
Is that hot, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It's delicious.
We're going to take the rice. We're going to put it in a teacup. We'll turn it upside down. Nice mound of rice in the center. We're going to take the chili and put it around the edge.
All right. All right. Just going to pat it in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make it look nice and smooth. Good. Right in the middle. Whoa. Very nice. Is that too much of a mountain of rice? No, that one will be mine.
All right.
Okay.
Gotta watch my girlish figure.
That's it. Well, we all worry about our figures, don't we?
I guess. And you really feel it when you're going up a ladder. It's like, I shouldn't have had that last hamburger.
Yeah, we had a big guy in my firehouse. I won't say his name. But we used to call him the wave by. We could say his last name in the wave by because we'd be running up. And if he had, he'd just go, pass me. Pass me. And if he had the roof for it, God, so bad. Okay. All right.
Good. Let's move the rice out of the way.
Okay.
And we're gonna take this chili, spoon it around.
Nice and generous. We like to eat fine and like to eat.
There's yours.
Oh, baby. You never hear anybody say, oh, please, not that much chili.
No, nobody ever complains about the portions.
Nothing like chili.
They just complain when they come back for seconds and there's no more. All right, we'll put this down. Let me get rid of this chili.
Very
We're gonna
nice.
do the finishing touches here.
All right, now this is the garnish.
This is the garnish. This
Now, do
is.
we eat this garnish?
Yes, you can eat this garnish.
Garnish.
All right, we're gonna put a little bit of scallion on the top.
Look at that. Can I try that?
Hope so.
All right, let's see. Let's see how good I am with that. All right, you ready? Is that as fast as you? All right, I just thought I'd just give it a try. All right, go ahead.
Well, this is toasted sesame seed, so we're gonna finish that off up here. Put a little bit on the edge of the plate. Nice.
Wow.
And we'll finish it off with some scallions over there.
This is beautiful.
And you'll be a star if you serve that at the Firehouse.
All right, Dad, do you ever have guys questioning like, this doesn't look like chili?
It's like, well,
This is like artwork.
it looks a little dark, and it looks really nice, but it's never too nice to eat. Try it now?
You know what? Let's take it downstairs and we'll have a little chat on the rig and we'll eat some chili.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, now we're sitting here on the back of the rescue truck in the Firehouse. We usually don't eat on the apparatus floor, but I really wanted to show off the back of this truck, get West Sayville Fire Department in here for having us here cooking in their firehouse. Very big thanks. Now, Larry, we have our big chili cook-off coming up again this September here at West Sayville Fire Department. If you want to go to the big chili cook-off, you could just go on firehouse.kitchenshow.com. You'll have information about that if you want to join. Any fire department can join. There's a $1,000 cash prize. We do gift certificates to second runner-up, to steakhouses. It's a really, really good, fun day. We have great sponsors for it. We had Blue Point Brewery last time. That's always a good thing when it comes to firemen. You have to include a brewery or else they won't come. But this next year that's coming up this September, do you have any plans on making another chili?
I don't want to give all the secrets away, but I think it's going to involve buffalo.
Buffalo. So buffalo chili.
Buffalo chili, not as in the Buffalo Bills, not as in buffalo wings, but we're going to use regular buffalo.
Regular buffalo. So we're going to get some buffalo in there. You know, give the cows a rest and the turkeys a rest.
Sounds good.
I'm probably going to make, I'm calling it First Dew on Fire chili. It's going to be my special recipe. It's going to be very, very good. So if you want to come down and taste Firefighter Ray's chili, it's going to be this September. Just go on our website, firehouse.kitchenshow.com. Yeah, the last chili cook-off, I made a bacon chili, and I mentioned that before. I thought it was delicious, but they told me I used too much bacon, and I said,
You never use too much bacon.
that's not possible. You can't use too much bacon.
Well, it better be good.
It better be good.
Hey, let's taste
this. Let's taste it. Let's see how this Szechuan chili is. All right. Now, is it spicy?
It's a little spicy.
All right. Oh my goodness gracious.
Tasty, right?
Oh my goodness, it all comes back. Now I remember, I tasted this at the chili cook-off, and this completely blew me away. Well, it's time to take up. Thanks a lot, Larry. Awesome job.
Great.
To find out more about Firehouse Kitchen, or how to donate to the Burn Center, or how to donate to the Isotown Museum, go to firehouse.kitchenshow.com. You can also friend us on Facebook at Firehouse Kitchen. Larry's recipes will be up there. Every week, our recipes will be posted up on our website. And Larry, thank you so much. We're going to be coming back next week with some more fighters. We're going to be doing some more blue-collar cooking next week on
Firehouse Kitchen.
All right, Larry. Very good. I'm going to finish this right now.